Attention everyone. Death coming.
The next and last stop is Metropolitan Avenue, Lorimer Street.
here she goes.
This is a Manhattan-bound L train. The next stop is First Avenue.
Clear up and close the doors, please.
Use all the doors in the front, please, cover up the doorway, stand clear.
The next stop is Third Avenue.
Milk?
What are you doing? Go home, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next 8th Avenue bound L train is not This is an 8th Avenue bound L train. The next stop is 3rd Avenue.